Gabriella Zuniga, the OnlyFans model who sued Shannon Sharpe for $50 million, just dipped from the platform right after Sharpe cashed out big and broke her off millions to keep quiet. Now she's out the game. No subscription links, no thirst traps, no nothing. Because when you're holding hush money that heavy, you don't need of anymore. But here's where it gets wild. Just a few months ago, Gabriella slapped Sharpe with a $50 million lawsuit, claiming he not only assaulted her, but also secretly recorded intimate moments during their 2-year relationship. Her team said they had the tapes. His team called it extortion. Now fast forward to July 2025. The lawsuit's dismissed with prejudice, meaning she can't reopen it even if she wanted to. And within 48 hours, Gabriella tells her 100,000 plus of followers that she's retiring. Just like that. No farewell video, no subscription refunds, just a quiet exit, followed by a slick message. Thank you for the incredible support. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. So what changed? Word on the street is that Shannon paid Gabriella millions to keep quiet. The settlement's sealed, but the streets are talking, and the timing couldn't be more obvious. Now here's where it starts to feel calculated. Back when Gabriella filed the lawsuit in April, she used the alias Jane Doe, but it didn't take long for her identity to leak. That's when the headlines exploded. She accused Sharpe of not just physical abuse, but of creating a humiliating power dynamic behind closed doors, and even referenced a time he was caught mid-act on IG Live, which tied back to her. And to be fair, Shannon Sharpe didn't sit back. His legal team fired off receipts of their own, DMs, role-play convos, and even claimed Gabriella had financial motives the whole time. They painted the relationship as messy, yes, but also mutual. Sharpe even tried to settle early for $10 million, but she rejected it. So why the sudden silence now? That's what everybody wants to know. Did Gabriella's legal team use the video as leverage behind the scenes? Did Sharpe just want the whole thing buried before ESPN or advertisers started pulling out? And if so, what was really in that settlement? Because now, Gabriella's gone full ghost on adult content. No new content drops, no OnlyFans relaunch, nothing. She teased new projects, but let's be real. When the money's right, of becomes optional. And if Shannon really paid her to stay quiet, she might never speak on it again. So did Shannon Sharpe buy her silence, or was this Gabriella's endgame the whole time? Some people online are calling it a finesse move. Others say she finally escaped something dangerous. But everyone agrees that she's not struggling anymore. In fact, she's living quite comfortably. Meanwhile, Sharpe's back on his ESPN grind, like none of this ever touched him. But his team has been radio silent about the payout. No statements, no interviews. And that silence might be louder than anything they could have said. And what if the video leaks anyway? Would that crack the whole deal wide open? Because if there's one thing these settlements can't control, it's what happens outside the courtroom. And Gabriella's followers are already combing old lives, old clips, and even her IG stories for clues she might have left behind. Kemp just exposed Charleston White's horrible STD, and he ended up calling the cops on her. A few days back, Kemp jumped on IG Live and came for Charleston White's life. She dragged him for having lesions on his face, claiming they were signs of a serious STD. She went all in with the shade, mocking his appearance, his lifestyle, and even his past behavior. It was a no-holds-barred verbal beatdown, and social media ate it up. The clips went viral instantly, with people reposting, reacting, and dissecting every word she said.
What I'm gonna do is call the CDC and the health department on him, because he's running around looking like he has rabies.
And how did Charleston respond? He hit the legal route, filing a harassment complaint with the police. He claimed Tia had been posting personal attacks, making prank calls, and creating an online environment that crossed way past petty.
But this is what I'm telling you. You can go jail. Oh, you got the right, and I'm a police ass. Oh, you got the right one. And you got some assault charges on your background.
A man known for calling out everybody from rappers to activists to dead celebrities. Now suddenly he's folding under pressure and calling for backup. Tia caught wind of the police report and dragged him even harder. She accused him of being soft, saying he could dish out disrespect all day but couldn't handle it when the tables turned. And let's just say, Charleston's reputation took a hit. Even some of his supporters couldn't believe he actually called the cops on Tia. Now if you're wondering where all this bad blood came from, here's the backstory. Tia and Charleston been beefing since way back in 2024. Their first first major clash went down on the Danza project, where Charleston destroyed Tia in a heated back and forth that left the comment sections in flames. Ever since then, there's been tension, sneak disses, and random pop-offs between the two. But this new chapter feels different. The STD allegations took things to a whole new level. We're not talking light shade or internet trolling. Tia made it personal, attacking Charleston's health, hygiene, and manhood in front of thousands. It's the kind of move you can't really come back from. And Charleston's police move didn't just surprise people, it low-key looked like defeat. It also raised big questions. For example, what happens when the loudest voice in the room suddenly gets quiet when the smoke gets too real? Is it fair for Charleston to pull out the legal card after building a whole career off controversy, insults, and wild commentary? Or is this just what happens when someone finally hits his weak spot? But here's the real deal. This feud is deeper than internet beef. It's about image, pride, and the double standards of how men and women navigate online disrespect. When Charleston goes after people, it's content. But when Tia goes after him, it's harassment. She called that out too, loudly. Bottom line, this ain't just gossip. It's a lesson in ego, exposure, and how quickly public figures can fold when someone finally hits a nerve. Will Charleston stay silent, or is he gearing up for a bigger counterattack? Will Tia keep doubling down until she gets legally silenced? Whatever's next, this feud's got everybody locked in because these two are not famous for backing down.